All right, good morning, everyone. So I thought we would go ahead and pull a power of thought card today. I got a new bell, so we're gonna clear the energy in here before we do that. Got Scouty in the background, and I've got Frankie right here. So they're here for moral support as we pick our power of thought card today. Oop, one's already jumping out, but we're gonna just throw that back in. I like these because they kind of remind me to stay positive and just keep focused on the good things in life. Sometimes that's hard to do. So let's go ahead and see what the deck wants us to know today. All right, so this one says, the people in my life are really mirrors of me. This affords me the opportunity to grow and change. And then the back says, my life is a mirror. So I like this because a lot of the time, whenever we find someone who, either we really love, it's kind of a reflection of us and what we love about ourselves. But the opposite's true as well. So if you find that you come across someone that drives you absolutely mad, turns out that they're a mirror to you too, and that they might actually be mirroring something back to you that you do in yourself that you don't necessarily like. The more I've kind of leaned into this over the years, where someone like kind of rubs me wrong and I'm kind of like, why do they rub me wrong? What's going on inside of me that's causing me to kind of have this experience with them? And what I've noticed is that, I've been working through, I feel like I've gotten past a lot of it, but the last few years were focusing on my own self-judgment. I always kind of felt like people were judging me. And I realize now that it was actually me kind of projecting my own self-judgment onto others. So I was judging myself and making it seem like other people were judging me. So the more that we kind of observe ourselves and how other people make us feel and kind of look at that mirror of what life is kind of throwing at us for us to observe, Ricky's so cute. It can really help us grow, and it can help us alchemize those feelings in a way that that we won't hold that resentment towards other people, and ultimately don't hold that resentment towards ourselves. So I just love observing the things that bother me in other people, because the more I lean into it, I can alchemize it and heal myself more and more and just become a more loving person altogether. I know it's probably a lot easier said than done at times, and sometimes we don't want to look at ourselves and think, how am I doing this? Am I kind of the problem? And then also the opposite is true, is like when we really love someone, like we have a hard time believing that we have those traits ourselves. So just be kind and offer grace to yourself at any time that you feel these kind of feelings, whether it's love and compassion for somebody, or jealousy or hatred or some sort of judgment, because it's a mirror to teach you how to alchemize that situation. I'm a huge believer that we're here on earth to learn these lessons and clear some karmatic cycles throughout our lives, or even past lives, if that's your thing. I'm open to all of it, I don't know exactly what the answer to anything is, but I do know that life just keeps unfolding. And so if you let it unfold in front of you slowly, quickly, however it does, it's a lot easier to alchemize the situation and become a better, not better, but more of a whole person, a whole spirit. And I truly believe that everyone is doing the best that they can with what they have. And it's really important to grant grace not only to others, but to ourselves. So just remember that your life is in fact a mirror, and what you give will be reflected back to you. So have a wonderful day, and I hope I gave you some things to think about. I'll check in soon.